What's up, guys? Okay, so this is my first cooking tutorial for YouTube, and it's going to be a quick and easy one. Today I am just making up a couple of spaghetti squash. So I got these from my Imperfect Produce box. If you don't know what that is, go follow me on Instagram at Megan Scherer. I talk about it a lot on there. Basically, it's just an awesome produce delivery service. So spaghetti squash is one of my favorite fall vegetables, and it's super easy to make a really delicious dish with it. And I'm going to show you guys the easiest way to prepare it. So most people, when they're making spaghetti squash, they think that they should cut it in half lengthwise before baking it. Those people would be wrong. The reason for that is the sort of noodles in the spaghetti squash, the fibers, they don't run lengthwise, they run widthwise. And so when people cut it that way, they wonder why they have such short noodles that don't really turn out like spaghetti. My oven's preheated. I should have said step one, preheat your oven to 375 degrees. So got my spaghetti squash. As I was mentioning, don't cut them lengthwise, cut them widthwise. That's going to give you those nice long noodles just like spaghetti. So first what I'm going to do is just cut the top and bottom off of each of these spaghetti squash. Okay, so as you can see, now we've got 4 halved spaghetti squashes. And so now what I'm going to do is go ahead and take a spoon and scoop out all of the seeds from the middle. Okay, so just doing this right over my trash can to make it easy for myself, and using a nice sharp spoon to scoop out the seeds in the middle of this spaghetti squash, just like you would if you were carving a pumpkin. Okay, so now, super simple, I've got my 4 halves of the 2 spaghetti squashes on a foil-lined cookie tray, and I'm just going to spray them with a little bit of organic coconut oil. Alternatively, you could brush on a little bit of ghee or grass-fed butter. You can also use a little bit of olive oil. It just helps keep them from drying out. And then I'm also going to sprinkle a little bit of pink Himalayan sea salt on top of them while they bake. And then a little bit of garlic salt for flavor as well, because I'm going to be making this into a nice spaghetti squash with marinara. Alright, so now I'm just going to pop these in the oven at 375 for about 40 to 45 minutes. Okay, so I'm not going to lie to you guys, while these were in the oven, I took a little power nap. So if I look sleepy, that's why. But now that I've given them a chance to cool off a little bit, it's time to turn them into noodles. So it's really simple. You just take a fork right to the inner edge of one of the spaghetti squash and start to pull it apart. And you'll see it turn into noodles, and just do this over whatever container that you are going to serve them in or mix them in or store them in. So I'm doing this right into my Tupperware. So you just take the fork like this and start to pull it apart. Alright, so to finish these off, you guys can do a couple different things. You can either make your own delicious sauce or topping, like a marinara, or I've even done them carbonara style, or a cacio e pepe, which is so delicious. And I'll do tutorials on those in the future. But today I'm just keeping it easy for myself, and I picked up my favorite bolognese sauce from my local farmer's market. So if you want to keep it simple and easy, just pop these in the oven and top them with your favorite pasta sauce. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what else you want to see from me.